how to meditate for a single day, or how to take a retreat in a single day. This is going to be the main topic which I am going to talk today. Now, many people want to get enlightened. Many people do not like this lifetime. They want to be liberated. They want to leave all the corporate worries. They want to come out of Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jananam. The most important thing what you should do is at least practice for a single day retreat. What is the meaning of single day retreat? Single day retreat is very easy to practice. First of all, choose a holiday. Do not choose that time which is connected to the office hours. Choose a holiday period into your life. Do not choose a working day. Please avoid choosing a working day. The second most important thing is, now you should be willing to get up early in the morning. That is, let's say 4 o'clock. From Brahma Muhurt, you have to start practicing. Have the aim of chanting for more than 12 hours and do not go and communicate in the social media. Do not see TV, do not see videos. Avoid doing all these things into your life. You try to get inside yourself slowly. The second most important thing is you have a separate room or a place where nobody will disturb you. The third most important thing, you need to follow Mauna. Do not try to talk to people unnecessarily. Unless and until your conversation is very relevant, very useful, very helpful across as a person. Now, do not try to talk to people. Do not try to talk about irrelevant things. Do not try to talk to people about the past, about the failures, about this and about the success. The other one is, do not try to solve the worldly problems on that day. If you have an office problem, postpone it. If you have a personal problem, postpone it. Avoid doing anything on the retreat day. You allow your prayers to take care of itself. That is very, very important. The other most important thing is you divide the day into 5 or 6 sessions of 1.5 to 2 hours each. And also after every session, you give yourself a break of 30 to 40 minutes. Now, if you break your session into 5 to 6 sessions and also you are able to break it up as this particular way, you would be able to meditate. So the first part of the session, become very, very careful. You try to intensify. Now, the problem is sometimes you might feel very, very elevated as you're coming into the 1.5 hours practice, or you might feel very disturbed and tired at the 1.5 hours of practice. It just does not really matter. What really matters is your practice. At the end of the session, if you are feeling high, do not try to continue to communicate, but simply get up and start doing some physical exercise. It is very important that during the one-day retreat, you do the physical exercise like yoga, like kind of climbing up and down stairs, walking, or doing some backward bending. All these things are very, very important. Now, do not try to, what you call it as, avoid physical exercise. Now, many people will avoid physical exercise during a spiritual retreat because they don't feel it is very comfortable, it is very useful, and they feel this physically actively moving the body is not something what they like across as a person. Do not do that particular thing. After every session of 1.5 hours or 2 hours, you need to do minimum 15 to 20 minutes of physical exercise to digest the energy. The digestion of the energy is very, very important. You also might encounter lot of sleepiness, lot of drowsiness, and lot of inspiration to postpone the thing. Do not do it. Just stick on to the schedule, and if you're going to do mantras, have the amount of mantras you want to do. Do not take any excess like saying I want to do 10,000, or do not take very low as 108. try to take it as moderately, let's say 1000 to 1500 every session, or maybe 500 every session would be very helpful to you. If you can take the mantra sadhana for 500 every session for 1.5 hours, you would be able to chant slowly, steadily, and also you would be able to bring the visualization of the Devata and the visualization which will help you to have a greater clarity and focus. Remember, meditation is churning.
ஹாய் எவ்ரிவன், என்னோட பேர் ஷியாம். நான் வந்து ஸ்ரீ கேபி கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் அவர்கள்ட்ட தான் நான் கைடன்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். ஸோ சார் வந்து எனக்கு ரொம்ப நாளாகவே வந்து என்னோட கல்யாணத்துலேருந்து ஆரம்பித்து குழந்தை பிறக்கிறது, இந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியா ஆஃப் லைஃப், என்னோட கேரியர், பர்சனல் லைஃப், ப்ரொஃபஷனல் லைஃப்னு ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியாலையுமே எனக்கு கைடன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. அவர் கொடுக்குற கைடன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா, நீங்கள் வந்து ஷார்ட்டாக அப்படியே நீங்கள் ஒரு மெடிக்கல் ப்ரிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனை எப்படி நீங்கள் வந்து கண்மூடித்தனமாக ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவீங்களோ அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் ஃபாலோ பண்ணலாம்.
என் பேர் நடராஜன். நான் இங்கே வந்து கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சார்கிட்ட தான் கைடன்ஸ் எடுத்துருக்கேன். நான் போன வருஷம்லாம் எப்படி இருந்தேன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். இங்கே வந்து நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கேன். அவரோட கைடன்ஸால் தான் இப்போவும் இருக்குது. என்னோடய ஃபேமிலியும் நல்ல ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கேன். இப்போ இருக்கிறதுக்கு கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சாரோட கைட்லைன்ஸ் தான். தேங்க்யூ.
நமஸ்காரம் சார். என் பேர் ஸ்ரீனிவாசன். நான் கேபி கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சார்கிட்ட ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன். அவர் கொடுத்த கைட்லைன்ஸால் நல்ல நிலமையில் இருக்கேன். ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு இருந்தேன். இப்போ நானும் என் ஃபேமிலியும் ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியாக இருக்குது. நிம்மதியான லைஃப் நல்லா இருக்குது.
ஸோ எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து ஐ ஸ்ட்ராங்லி ரெக்கமெண்ட் கேபி கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சாரோட கைடன்ஸ். அவரோட கைடன்ஸை எடுத்துக்கோங்க, லைஃப்பில் கண்டிப்பாக க்ரோ ஆகலாம். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
Now, many people do not want churning in their life. They have forgotten the old wounds, they have forgotten the old pains, they have just given up on that, and they do not want to rectify or change anything into their personal life. Now, what happens is, now in meditation, it is like churning the ocean. As you churn the mind across, the unreleased samskara, unreleased vasana, unreleased things will come into the force, and you will have to release it. There was a person who was meditating, and suddenly he started crying because he found on the intentional level he had never ever forgiven his girlfriend. He had just suppressed it. On the mouth level, on the thought level, on the emotional level, on the intentional level are very, very different things. He didn't know the difference. As the mind became very calm, as his mind became very still, he started going on the intentional level, and he found that for him to, really forgive his girlfriend was a very, very tough proposition as a person. Therefore, it is very important that you do not get carried away by all these big claims, tall claims that the meditation is not happening. The meditation is a two-way process. There are times you feel you are filled with inside bliss and happiness. There are times you feel you are restless, you are very chaotic, you are unable to meditate further. So it does not really matter. What really matters is just persistence. You simply sit down and ride the wave of emotion or ride the wave of delusion. There are sometimes you might feel strongly attracted to certain things. There are sometimes you might not feel very strongly attracted to other things across. So it does not really matter. Don't try to evaluate yourself and your performance based on this thing. Because you are able to meditate one day, it does not mean you are going to become an enlightened yogi, or if you have so much of restless, it means you are a nut. Both the things are not true. The truth lies in between. I remember it is like a cricket match, and every day is like a one-day test match as far as the meditation is concerned. There could be a lot of swings, lot of twists, lot of turns in the particular niyama what you take, but go through the niyama. Do not break the niyama. That is very, very important. In Vipassana camp, they say you meditate, your confusion will disappear, your doubt will disappear, your fear will disappear, your longing will disappear. It does not really matter as long as you are chanting. The more you chant, you see the river of mind, the river of thoughts will slowly subside down. There can be what you call ebb and tide in the river, but you do not try to get identified with the river. The second most important thing, do not take non-veg, do not take soda, do not eat lot of sweets. Try to take which is called as miti ahara. Miti ahara means an ahara which is sattvic, an ahara which will help you to digest. Like for example, you can take puffed rice, you can take owl, you can also take little upuma. Please avoid taking biryani, fried rice or anything which is deeply fried, which will not allow you to meditate so easily as a person. So therefore it is very, very important that you do not try to kind of meditate with a heavy stomach. Especially the areas between 12 to 3 to 4 o'clock will be very tough because you feel like very sleepy, the mind is groggy, the mind is not very steady, and you will feel very disturbed with the entire thing across as a person. So what is very, very important is you have to keep your focus, you have to keep your attention. Of course, there will be a turning, of course, there will be a swing, and many times you look like very lost in the meditation. You do not try to do it. And also do it for 5 consecutive days. For example, if you are doing it on a Sunday retreat, for next 5 Sundays, do not talk to people, switch off the cell phone, sit in one place, have mitigahara, plan up the schedule, just say 5 to 6 hours of meditation and each broken into 1.5 hours, and then you try to meditate. When you do this, what happens? Your confidence level will go up and also you will feel happy that you are able to meditate. Now, this is a strong disagreement I have with many of the so-called gurus who do not help you to practice. They make you practice morning and evening. That itself they promote in a manner that they think it is very big. No, it is not true. It is actually very easy to practice morning and evening, but to put a schedule and to do the practice is very, very difficult. So therefore, you need to bring this practice element into your life. That is why Patanjali says Abhyasa and Vairagya is very, very important. Valala says, oh Lord God, I might forgive you, I might not remember you, I might get very disturbed in this samsara as a person. Please do help me across. So you need a heartfelt prayer, you need to talk to God, and you need to understand God not through your mind, not through your emotion, but by an intuitive perception. Now, what is an intuitive perception is you will be able to go beyond your religion, you will be able to go beyond your doctrine, and you will be able to understand many things across in the meditation. Actually, the real ultimate aim of meditation to realize the inner truth and to experience the divine cosmic consciousness which is inside us all the time. But the problem with the meditation is we are not able to do it consistently. We run from school to school, we run from teacher to teacher, we are not satisfied. We think meditation is some kind of entertainment, and if you just do it once, you will be able to get the result across. This is far from truth. What we are seeing as a person, meditation takes time to settle down. It is not very easy. It requires sustained practice and will. Then only your meditation will deepen up and it will produce a result. Also, at the end of every session, try to bless your family. Try to bless all the people who know. May all of them be happy. May all of them be peaceful. May all of them be free from sorrow. May all of them never leave their source of happiness. Once you bless them across, you will see the relationship between you and them is not souring, is not becoming bad. Actually, you are able to understand your son or daughter routine, your son or daughter routine, how he is going to become better in his life across. Now, that way, when you bless again and again, people's mind change, people emotion change, people intention change across as a person. Therefore, keep blessing a lot of people at the end of the relationship. Be sattvic. Your time will come to explore and explain this meditation to a lot of people. Don't get dejected and because you are not able to execute. Suppose you don't have time, just do the meditation for 2 hours, or when you have the time, just do it for, let's say, 6 to 8 hours across a person. The more you are able to do, the better you will be able to do. It is like the violin. If I don't practice 30 days, my producer will come to know. 60 days, my audience will come to know. 70 days, my entire clan will come to know. Therefore, it is very important that you give yourself a lot of time and space to succeed in this venture. All the best. If you have any doubts, please post the comments underneath and ring the subscriber button. Thank you.